Toasted in the moonlight, it's something sweet. Let it wash over all of me. With you I form my company, forever close to the unknown. There's no doubts and no regret. Happy before we get another day to do it all again. Oh, we're throwing open all the curtains wide. Oh, not gonna miss a thing. Oh, nothing's promised to you in this life, but it's there for us to take. So live well, be bold, be brave. We lay in the daylight under the old oak tree. It's simple, beautiful, it's all we need. Chasing the wonder endlessly, further into the unknown. There's no doubts and no regret. Happy before we get another day to do it all again. Oh, we're throwing open all the curtains wide. Oh, not gonna miss a thing. Oh, nothing's promised to you in this life, but it's there for us to take. So live well, be bold, be brave. Let in the sun. You don't know what you got till it's gone. Oh, let in the sun. All of the best yet to come. Oh, let in the sun. Don't know what you got till it's gone. Oh, let in the sun. All of the best yet to come. We're throwing open all the curtains wide. Oh,
what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Fast Facts Live. I am your host, your quizmaster of ceremonies, wearing a full-size Dodgers batting helmet, Dan O'Keefe. And thank you all for being here. We have another fun game of trivia for you. I have recently been signed to the Los Angeles Dodgers. They gave me $400 million, but $399.99 million of that has been deferred to the year 2357. So that'll be worth a pretty penny by the time that I can finally get that vested option. Also here today, the man that makes this run, the Casey Stengel of Fast Facts Live, as some have begun to call him, Tom Hillmeyer. Hi, Tom. How are you?
Is it bad that I don't know who Casey Stengel is?
The Joe Girardi of Fast Facts Live. The
You went to the manager of the Yankees?
Frank, no, who was the guy, the Cardinals guy who the White Sox hired?
Like, Tony La Russa?
Yeah, the Tony La Russa of Fast Facts Live. Modern. Tom Hillmeyer.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm going to throw your entire cadence and flow of this show off for a second.
Okay.
You should read the team names, and if you don't hear your team name, go ahead and quit ChartyBot and re-sign up.
The teams that we have signed up right now are Tom's Mom's Birthday, Happy Birthday, Cold Can't Keep Us Down, and Wish Me Luck. If any of you are not there, whoops.
I found there's a interesting bug that was like if
Like a caterpillar.
yeah, if
This
no
makes the image
teams
look
are
even
signed
better.
up. What?
I realize that this makes my image look even better, blocking most of my face with an LA Dodgers ice cream cap cup.
I mean, it's on brand.
I love Viva Los Doyers.
No, it's a weird bug where it's like, and it only would happen between last game and this game because of the new system. Once I clear all the teams, I need to re-enable something in order to allow for teams to sign up again.
Oh, so you need to be an enabler.
I need to be an enabler.
Oh my
So-
gosh, does anybody here want to do drugs?
No, I don't think so.
Tom wants you to.
For legal reasons, I'm gonna say no.
For legal reasons, Tom doesn't want you to, but for personal reasons, Tom wants you to.
So anyway, if your team name isn't Tom's Mom's Birthday, Cold Can't Keep Us Down, and Wish Me Luck, go ahead, quit ChartyBot completely, get out of it, swipe up and remove the app, and then go back
Put that thing
into it,
down, flip it,
Yeah.
reverse it,
flip it, twist it, bop it.
pull it,
Flick
shout
it.
it.
Remember when I had Flick It?
Buy it, use it, break it, fix it, crash it, change it, mail, upgrade it, just
Oh, come on.
charge it, point it, sort it, rip it, drag it, drop it, zip it, unzip it, lock it, fill it, curl it, find it, fuse it, code it, jam, unlock it, touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, stop, format it.
Isn't Rewind It in there?
I skipped a line.
Okay.
I realized as I skipped the second line. I wasn't there.
When I was in middle school, I was getting very into like memorizing complicated parts of songs like that. Not getting
Okay.
fully into like rap, but more of just like
This is
Like,
the most Tom. Was it just Alphabet Olympics?
well, I knew Alphabet Olympics, but like songs like that were fast pop songs, I guess.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Yeah.
We didn't start the fire.
Yep.
You
You get what you give, New Radicals.
Okay, the bridge.
Walking on the
Specifically.
Sun. Smash Mouth.
Sure, of course, as everyone
so-
does.
It's just songs with a lot of lyrics, is what it came down to.
Yeah. So a lot of REM then.
There was some REM. Yeah.
Like Shiny Happy People.
Yeah.
That was
They
a
were
joke.
shiny, happy, and people.
There's like 8 words in Shiny Happy People.
I know.
You could tell it was a joke because I explained it.
We have a rules video.
We do!
Rules video.
Just go for it.
Hello, I'm Charty. Welcome to Fast Facts Live. Here's how to play. There will be 5 rounds of 5 questions each. You will have 20 seconds to answer each question. ChartyBot will automatically ask you each question. After each round, ChartyBot will ask you if you want to double or nothing. You can only use it on 1 round per game. If you got all of the questions correct, you will earn twice as many points. If you got at least 1 question wrong, you will earn 0 points for that round. After all 5 rounds, you will wager between 0 and 10 points for the Hail Mary question at the end of the game. If you answer correctly, you will earn the amount you wagered. But if you answer incorrectly, you will lose that amount. A tiebreaker question will be asked to everyone at the end of the game. Answers to this question will only determine the winner if teams are tied for first place. Don't cheat, think fast, and have fun. Good luck, let's begin.
Those are the rules. If you've played before, which you have, you get it. You know how this works. I already gave your team names. Let's just get this puppy rolling. I hope your puppy isn't rolling, unless it's a toy. Round number 1. All kinds of code. Question number 1. What movie series opens each installment with a type of code called Digital Rain? 20 seconds. Let's move on to question number 2. Question number 2, a different kind of code. What does the zip stand for in zip code? 20 seconds. Fun fact about the image in the background there, that is Mr. Zip, the mascot for the introduction of zip codes from the 1950s. Question number 3. What was the name of the machine used by Nazi Germany during World War II to encrypt messages? 20 seconds. I always thought that this was the name of this was the machine that the British used to crack Nazi codes. I later learned, by later I mean currently learned this morning, that was not the case. Question number 4. What California city became the first to enforce earthquake building codes following the 1933 Long Beach earthquake? 20 seconds. And moving on to the last question of the round, question number 5. What single-letter programming language, first created in 1972, is usually demonstrated by announcing, "Hello, world"? I'm imagining it's something like Nathan Lane announcing, "Hello, world!" and then having some cocaine and some vodka. That is it for round number 1. Double or nothing. If you love to code, if your favorite thing is coding, code code breaking, anything code related. Question number 2. Nope. Round number 2. Question number 1. Movies by their opening texts. All of these are the first words that you see on screen after the 45 minutes of introductory logos that play before movies now. Question number 1. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, what movie starts with this opening text? The background should be a hint. 20 seconds. Question number 2. On March 3rd, 1969, the United States Navy established an elite school for the top 1% of its pilots. No, this is not a press release. This is the opening text of what movie? Question number 3, my favorite of these. Napoleon is the master of Europe. Only the British fleet stands before him. Oceans are now battlefields. 20 seconds. Tom's review of this movie is, it's great.
It's a really good movie.
Would you say it's a rip-roaring fun time on the high seas?
I would say so.
We're not going to tell you what it is, but go watch
No.
it. We're not even going to give you the answer. We're going to skip this one. Question number 4. But according to repeated statements by both Soviet and American governments, nothing of what you are about to see ever happened. Seems like we kind of just dropped into the middle of this one. 20 seconds. Hey. Sorry, I was rubbing my eyes. Question number 5. At the request of the survivors, the names have been changed. Out of respect for the dead, the rest has been told exactly as it occurred. What movie is this? That is it for round number 2, Double or Nothing. If you love to text, if texting is one of your favorite pastimes, I hope that I'm in your top 8. Or in your, what was it, the singular family plan with like circles or something, and that's where you could text and you could be like, IDK my BFF Jill. That commercial where they were using texting lingo. You know what I'm talking about, Tom.
Oh, I totally know what you're talking about. IDK
What
might
company
be
was it?
Hold on.
I think it was Singular.
It was singular. 2007 singular. IDK
Timely
might be
reference.
Jill.
18 years later.
I think somebody got that on a t-shirt once.
I believe it.
Yeah.
We're going to take a break while we look into how to make more t-shirts that say IDK my BFF Jill. We'll be right back. welcome back. In case you were wondering what Tom and I were chatting about over the break, it was the weakest Wi-Fi spots in our parents' households. And that's the kind of fun, exciting stuff that you can see if you subscribe to our Patreon. What's that? No, they can't? Okay. Let's go over the answers for rounds 1 and 2. Start off with round number 1, all kinds of code. What movie series opens each installment with a type of code called Digital Rain? That's in the background right here, and that is The Matrix. Number 2, what does ZIP stand for in zip code? That stands for Zone Improvement Plan. If you know the song Return to Sender by Elvis, when he goes, no such number, no such zone, that is what it started from, and it used to only be 2 numbers long. So whatever your zip code, I believe, starts with is what the original postal zone was. And then they made it 5 numbers, and that's where the zip code part comes from, the improvement plan. People on What's My Line were not happy about that. Question number 3. What's the name of the machine used by Nazi Germany during World War II to encrypt messages? It's the Enigma machine. Number 4. What California city became the first to enforce earthquake building codes following the 1933 Long Beach earthquake? Luckily for me, that's Los Angeles, California. There were 2 earthquakes on Monday. I didn't feel either of them. What single-letter programming language, first created in 1972, was usually demonstrated by announcing, "Hello, world!" C. Round number 2. Movies by their opening text. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. No, it's not Star Trek. It's the other one. Star Wars. All of them. On March 3rd, 1969, the United States Navy established an elite school for the top 1% of the top 1% of its pilots. World's greatest Bernie Sanders impression. Top Gun! Napoleon is the master of Europe. Only the British fleet stands before him. Oceans are now battlefields. That is, master and commander, the far side of the world. Number 4. But according to repeated statements by both Soviet and American governments, nothing of what you are about to see ever happened. This is missing the first 2/3 of this statement, and I want this question thrown out, stricken from the record. But the answer is The Hunt for Red October. I like the sequel to it, The Rock, better. And number 5. At the request of the survivors, the names have been changed. Out of respect for the dead, the rest has been told exactly as it occurred. That is my favorite city in North Dakota, Fargo. Let's move on to round number 3. Round number 3, 5-letter capitals. Let's see where this goes. Question number 1. What desert capital is now being replaced with a new administrative capital built out of the Sahara? Ooh, 20 seconds. I didn't hit the button. Nothing sounds more appealing as a place to visit than the administrative capital. Question number 2. What capital is the 4th most populated city in the EW and is known as the City of Light? 20 seconds. Question number 3. What Asian capital is part of the most populous metropolitan area in the world, along with 6 neighboring prefectures? That's a hint. 20 seconds. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that picture in the background is a picture of the Bay Area, specifically between my two favorite 5-letter cities, Oakland and San Francisco?
Oh, buddy. Click to the next question.
Question number 4. Oh, wow, oh! I didn't read these before. That's fun. With an elevation of 2,850 meters, what South American capital is one of the highest capitals in the world, and official name includes San Francisco? Huh, what a coinkydink. I just threw out a spitting hot take to Tom right there. Question number 5. Translating to inside the river. What city is the capital of one of the 2 Marxist-Leninist states in Southeast Asia? Remember, it's inside the river. To quote my parents who just answered that last question, the questions are way too hard, not having fun. That is it for round number 3. Double or nothing if you're not having fun. Let's move on to round number 4. Round number 4 is not quite Saturday night. It was Saturday Night Live's 50th anniversary last week, or at least they had the special for it. These are all Saturday Night Live adjacent questions. Question number 1. Saturday Night Live celebrated their 50th anniversary last weekend. Almost like I wrote this question. What comedian hosted the first episode? 20 seconds. Question number 2. The first season of SNL was called NBC's Saturday Night in order to avoid confusion with the ABC variety show Saturday Night Live, with what longtime sportscaster who later announced the death of John Lennon? Who was that sportscaster? 20 seconds. Question number 3. ABC attempted to create their own SNL down to the day-based title from 1980 to 1982 called what? 20 seconds. On to question number 4. The longest-running SNL knockoff, Mad TV, featured what comedic duo who later hosted their own eponymous Comedy Central sketch show? 20 seconds. And question number 5. Jim Carrey auditioned for and was passed on for SNL before gaining fame as a member of what sketch show on Fox? 20 seconds. that is it for round number 5. Double or nothing if you can do a Don Pardo impression.
Mine's not good.
We're going to take another break. When we come back, I promise to only do my Don Pardo impression like 17 more times. Don't go anywhere. We're back! Musical guest, The Strokes. If you want to support us, the best way you can do that is by spreading the word, telling your friends, getting more people to play. We're only 2 episodes away for our 150th episode of Fast Facts Live. Wacky, wild, crazy stuff. So, spread the word about that, if you please. If you can, we would be eternally grateful. Other ways you can support us by following us on social media at Fast Facts Live. Support us on Patreon at patreon.com/FastFactsLive. We got merch at shop.wearecreativeland.com. And that's it. There's no other possible ways you can support us. Unless you just want to give us straight cash. In which case, you can mail it to our zip codes. And then it'll be dispersed eventually correctly.
I forgot. I have to check my mail today. I have that USPS. They take a picture of your mail and email it to you so you know when you're expecting mail.
Yeah.
Someone was mailing me 5 nickels taped to a piece of paper.
Yeah,
Not
they
kidding.
were.
I literally am looking at a picture of my mail going, what kind of... I'm sure it's somebody like asking for a donation or something, or...
You've heard of the March of Dimes. Get ready for the slow roll of nickels.
I literally I could tell that it was like a little bit thicker in the picture, and I'm like, there's 5 nickels taped inside that letter. Didn't know
I'm
you
so
could do
excited.
that.
I'm so excited for whatever this is.
Can't wait.
Only other thing to pitch, we have a new episode of In Conclusion coming out tomorrow where we're talking about The Wizard of Oz. Or as I like to call it, The Blizzard of Oz. Because they're in the snow.
Have you watched Wicked?
Not yet. We're doing that next.
Okay.
Or, speaking of Wicked, if you're in the Los Angeles area on Friday, I have a sketch show.
Oh, God.
It is at the Clubhouse in Los Feliz. Don't worry, it takes an hour to get there from anywhere, even if you're
no.
in Los Feliz.
Dan's pitching a sketch show, and he doesn't
I am
live in
pitching my
Chicago
sketch show.
anymore.
It's called Extra Chunky. You can follow us on
Extra
Instagram,
Chunky?
at Extra Chunky. I didn't come up with the name. It's like the soup. Campbell's came up with the name. It's Wicked is related because there's a sketch about Wicked. I wrote it. It's very funny.
Without having seen Wicked?
Yeah. It's about all the Oscar nominees.
Okay.
It's a musical. Do you remember the opening of the 2009 Oscars with Hugh Jackman?
Oh, yeah, how can I forget?
You know the part where he's like, the reader, I didn't see the reader? It's that, but for every nominee. Dune 2. I didn't see Dune 2. It's just that for everything, and it really doesn't work with the meter of some movies.
Well, I won't
Amelia
be in LA,
Perez.
so
I
won't
didn't
see
see Amelia Perez. See,
Nobody
like, it doesn't
did.
work.
Nobody did.
A lot of people did. Yeah, Tom's
Oh.
gonna be in Panama, seeing what's going on with that canal business.
Yeah, do I need a passport?
For Panama?
Yeah. It's
Yes.
ours now, right?
No. Not yet.
I thought it was. Okay.
No.
Well, I'll bring it just in case. Do I need
Yeah,
a real
that's
ID?
Hmm.
Or did they defer that again?
They did. They did defer it until 2027.
Did they really?
I think so.
Oh my god.
They deferred it the day that I got mine.
I've had one for like 3 years.
Anyway, here are the answers for rounds 3 and 4. Starting off with round 3. What desert capital is being replaced with a new administrative capital built out of the Sahara? That is Cairo. I hardly know her. What capital is the 4th most populated city in the EU and known as the City of Light? Why, that, of course, is Paris. Beautiful French pronunciation. What Asian capital is part of the most populous metropolitan area in the world, along with 6 neighboring prefectures? That is Tokyo, Japan. With an elevation of 2,850 meters, or about 17 feet in imperial units, what South American capital is one of the highest capitals in the world? An official name includes San Francisco. That is Quito, capital of Ecuador, I learned about 5 minutes ago. And question 5, translating to inside the river, inside the river. What city is the capital of one of the 2 Marxist-Leninist states in Southeast Asia? That is Hanoi. Tom, what's the other Marxist-Leninist state? I'm pretty sure
One is
it's
Vietnam.
Laos.
It could be Laos. It totally could be Laos. Let's look up Laos. It's
To
officially the Laos People's Democratic Republic.
Hey!
That sounds pretty bad.
we did it.
Is it?
If it's official, if it's the People's Democratic
Yep.
Republic, then yes, it is.
It's a unitary Marxist-Leninist one-party socialist republic, which I feel like there's a couple of oxymorons in there.
Sounds good to me.
Unitary Marxist-Leninist one-party republic. Bobby Moynihan. SNL questions. Not quite Saturday night. Who hosted the first episode of Saturday Night Live? That was George Carlin. Number 2, the first season of SNL was called NBC's Saturday Night because ABC had a show called Saturday Night Live with who? With Howard Cosell. Didn't last long. Number 3, ABC attempted to create their own SNL. They called it Fridays. Larry David and Michael Richards were both on it as cast members. The longest-running SNL knockoff Mad TV featured what comedic duo who later had their own show on Comedy Central? That is Keegan-Michael Key and Jordan Peele, better known as Keegan and Jordan. Key and Peele. And 5, Jim Carrey auditioned for SNL, but was passed on, and then he later joined the cast of what sketch comedy show on Fox? That is In Living Color. Let's go on to round number 5. It's our toss-up round. It could be anything, but it is this. Question number 1. Happy birthday to both Tom's mom and what Pink Pony Club singer? The background picture should be a hint. 20 seconds. My favorite thing about Pink Pony Club is the bar that it's about, specifically. It's the Abbey in West Hollywood.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
You know what the Abbey is also known for?
Being an abbey?
No, people just getting roofied all the time. It's
I'm not
absurd.
gonna go to the
that
Abbey.
this is- yeah, don't, I mean, I've only been there in daylight. They have a bakery. I got a cookie there. It was bizarre.
Was your cookie roofied?
You know, I don't remember. Question number 2.
That was good.
As of February 15th, 2025, what is the top song on the Billboard Hot 100? 20 seconds. Not a lot of pop heads watching the charts right now. Let's find out question number 3. The longest commercial flight currently flying is between New York JFK and what city? 20 seconds. When you say currently flying, as in it's in the air right now?
It might be. Hold on.
1 second, Thomas, to pull up flight track.
There might be one in the air.
Is it one airline that does it?
No, several airlines do it.
Oh.
This is a pretty common flight. It's just stupid long. It's like 18 hours.
Oh. You know
Yeah,
what else you
that's
can
like-
do in 18 hours?
I don't
Watch Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World, like twice.
know. It's the in-flight movie. They play it 3 times.
Question number 4. Vienna by Billy Joel is from what album? I assume it's a Billy Joel album. 20 seconds. And question number 5. Since 1664, what U.S. state's official motto has been hope? 20 seconds. Flight status update. The flight from JFK leaves in half an hour, so I gotta wrap this up quick, because I gotta get on the road. That's it for our toss-up round. Double or nothing if you want to place a bet for the Hail Mary, because it's time for the Hail Mary question. If you want a hint, architecture. That's your hint for the Hail Mary. Now place your wagers, place your bets. Technically, Anybody can still win. Nobody can run away with this. Not even just technically, actually. Oh, great. All the wagers are in. Here's the question. What term did Frank Lloyd Wright use to describe his vision for America, including landscaping, city planning, and architecture? 20 seconds. Not a lot of big Lloyd Wright heads in the crowd right now based on the time that it's taking you to send in your answers for the Hail Mary. We got to get one more in before we can move on to the potential tiebreaker. Here's the tiebreaker question. How many years ago was the last state admitted into the United States? 20 seconds. That is it for all the questions. And we'll have answers left. We're going to tally up the scores, see who won. Don't go anywhere. It's close. We're back. Let's go over the answers and then go over what happened with the final scores. Starting off with our toss-up round. Question number 1. Happy birthday to Tom's mom and what Pink Pony Club singer? Not Sabrina Carpenter, who was the picture. No, happy birthday to Chapel Roan. Question 2. As of February 15th, 2025, what is the top song on the Billboard Hot 100? Say Drake. It's Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. Question number 3. The longest commercial flight is currently flying between New York JFK and what city, or will be flying in about 25 minutes? That is to Singapore. Question number 4. Vienna by Billy Joel is from what album? That is from his album, The Stranger. And question 5. Since 1664, what U.S. state's official motto has been Hope? That's Rhode Island, Rhode Island. And what term did Frank Lloyd Wright use to describe his vision for America, including landscaping, city planning, and architecture? That is Usonian design. And the tiebreaker. How many years ago was the last state admitted into the U.S.? It was in 1959. 65, because it happened in April. So we haven't had 66 yet. Those are all the answers. Here's what happened before we go over the scores. After the Hail Mary, and based on the betting, it looked like we had a 3-way tie. 100% tie. All of you somehow wager and scored the way to get to be a 3-way tie. And then we had what team that seemed like the winner based on the tiebreaker. And then we went back through and realized that one question was not scored. We put the scores in, added one more point to one team. And because of that, they are this week's winners. So, first, in a tie for second place, we have Cold can't stop us. Cold can't keep us down. And Tom's mom's birthday with 11 points, which means in first place with 12 points. Barely beating the other teams out. Wish me luck. Congratulations on winning this week's exciting episode of Fast Facts Live. Since you won, you get to pick out a Creative Land Shop gift card, an Amazon gift card, or the Cup of Champiosity. Mug? Cup? What is it now? Who
I mean,
knows?
we'll still call it a cup.
We'll call it a cup. The vessel. You get to win the vessel.
It's officially
public-
called
The
the
public
Vessel of
architecture.
Champiosity de San Francisco, but
I thought we could get them the soon-to-be closed again vessel from New York City in Hudson Yards.
soon to be closed again.
Yeah, something's
You
gonna
think they're
happen.
gonna close it again? Yeah.
I don't know
They
what.
probably
Something's
will.
gonna happen. Thank you all for playing. Very special thank you to our patrons. Biggest thank you of all to Tom for producing the show.
Thank you for hosting.
You're welcome. We will be back next month with Fast Facts Live 149. Mark your calendars. All month. Just keep every day covered. In the meantime, everybody stay safe and have fun. Bye-bye.